buildings in the nation's capital. We've got a building that's also unmistakable in sight, but bears a new name. Welcome to Northwest Stadium here in Landover, Maryland. Up next, it's our main event between the Denver Broncos and the Washington Commanders. On the Broncos sideline, you get a look at their head coach. Those guys seeing just how long they can keep this undefeated season going. Along the opposing sideline, the head coach of the Commanders. Those guys no doubt happy to be back home after they took the loss on the road last week. Kate Scott, joined by my partner Brock Hewer. It's going to be Tyler Luke to get us started. And the NFL on EA Sports is underway once again. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their fourth-year quarterback.
Simply put, there's not a throw on the field he's not capable of making. His arm can reach every blade of grass, which as a defender is an absolute pain to have to worry about down in and down out. And as an offense, it energizes you for the possibility of a big play at any time.
And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. Not on the same page with his tight end. And it's going to be second down. Alert! Working now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the tackle at the 38. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Washington first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain. Short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They go play action on first down. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. This play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunk of yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
Almost a completion of the wrong team there. And now they face second down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. Completed over the middle. We got the football card, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker, 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
A 34-yard attempt.
Reichert connects there. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
Maybe just a little disappointing with that good field position that it didn't yield a touchdown, but they moved the ball well, and you got 3 on that scoreboard.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. He fields it from the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. Leading them out, someone who, Brock, I think needs less introduction than anyone in the NFL today. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And when we look back at last week's win, Kate, pretty easy to see those 4 touchdowns. More of an impact on the game than the 1 interception he threw. Wasn't quite perfect. I'm sure that pick will nag at him, but you'd welcome an encore of everything else he was doing in that ball game.
And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Play action, Mahomes. He gets it complete to his man, Tyreek Hill. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
There's a dive up the middle. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play-action pass to come.
Back-to-back carries here, and he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get games like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Off play action, it's Mahomes. It's his running back. And he's not going to get the first. He needed real close, though, didn't he, Bronk? It's a gain of 5, 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
He'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. It goes for a gain of just 1. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
1st down throw, Mahomes. Gets it to him on the screen. Pushing for the red zone. And he has this all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. Offense is set, 1st and 10.
1st down, Denver.
From the red zone on 1st. Right side, wheeled in by Pitts. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're in the 1st and goal.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Yellow.
They'll try and punch it in. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. We're at the end of one in a defensive showdown that has lived up to its billing thus far. Just 3-0 is our score. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Time for our second quarter. Let's see if the Broncos can capitalize in the red zone. He gets it again. And this time he's in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos finish off their opening drive. It was Tyler Luke, now on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos, who won up the opposing field goal, they start with 7 on their opening drive. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Commanders and their running back about to get back to work. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready?
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw here. Dumped off to his running back. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down. The Commanders ready for the punt. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away. Brings it in at the 12. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Running it now out of the gun. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down. Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45.
1st down, Broncos.
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Taking a shot deep here. He's got it inside the 10. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. 1st and goal here. Now we're on the counter. And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos now lead by 10. Here's Luke for the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Broncos drive their lead to 11.
14. Commanders 3.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. It's a return from the 7. This makes it up to the 25. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. And they find themselves trailing by 11 as they take over down 14-3. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Check.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Back to the well again. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
The handoff on 3rd and short. Trying to plow ahead for the first. Can't even get back to the line. That brings up 4th down.
A loss of a yard.
Punt team on the field. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. That's grabbed at the 10. And he didn't quite break it, but still an excellent return that gets him up near midfield.
At their own 46-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Mahomes. Dumps it off to his running back. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commander's territory.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. The left side is caught by Pitts. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. So 2 minutes still to play in this first half, partner. More coming up from Northwest Stadium. Stick around. So first down from the 41. Handoff now out of the gun. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Going to the ground again on first. Stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And it's going to be first down Denver.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Into the hands of Pitts. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
Here's Luke for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos push their lead to 18. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Commanders head out now late in the first half. And losing by 3 scores, they'll have a final chance to take at least 3 off that deficit.
Let's go.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Oh, the football's loose. But it looks like someone from the Commanders got to that one. They'll keep the football. The Commanders take a timeout. It's their first. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Roll.
Another one to Addison. West gets forward a little, not a ton, to the 35. Stopped by the unmistakable Max Crosby. Washington calls it second timeout. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Ready?
Motion man sent left. Back to throw. This is hauled in by McLaurin. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first.
It's a gain of 5.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He's got the first down. It's on the turf. The ball's out. He lost it. And the Broncos corral it. And they'll take over a little further upfield thanks to that return.
I think the defense would have just settled for getting off the field with the takeaway, but they add a nice little present onto the end of it for their teammates who start this possession with much better field position.
The Broncos and this running back headed back out for a new series. And as we work our way through November, you see here he's the leader league-wide right now in rushing touchdowns. First down from the 42.
Yellow. 15.
They're going to throw now, following the turnover. Forced out to his right. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. It's the first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He had been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it, right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball, and they still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Chased out to his right. Going deep here for the end zone. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Nate Wiggins has got it. And the Commanders make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
First down, they'll run. And boy, were they ready to try and stick him there for the safety. As it stands, he's only able to maybe get back to the 2.
No gain on the play.
So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Week 12 is here. After this weekend, 2/3 of the regular season will be in the rearview mirror. Let's get into the highlights. Our journey through the NFL starts now. NRG Stadium in Houston. It's the Texans at home to take on the Bengals. And let's sit back and watch Devon Achane. From there, it's off to Atlanta. Let's look in on the Falcons as they host the Indianapolis.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. moves to the line now. It's 1st and 10.
There's a line, 80!
Blowing back, gets the handoff. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
The give here on 2nd. And this is looking familiar, partner. He's dropped for a loss again. It's going to be 3rd down. These last 2 snaps will force this drive to what might be its last play here, Brock, and we can confidently say there's not going to be another run here on 3rd down.
Yeah, I think it's time to let the passing game get going and really trust your quarterback here who's got to compensate for 2 negative plays.
Third and long for Mahomes. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
So out now comes the punter. Takes it in at the 21. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. The Commanders set to take over. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. New set of downs for them from the 31. They'll throw it here on 1st. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know, with some of these tight ends today, you could put 2 guys, heck, put 3 guys on them, and they still find a way to make those catches. With how they move at their size, they really are the ultimate matchup advantage.
And they're going to bring it down just on the other side of midfield. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Ready? No!
Trying to throw this from the gun. Finds his man. It's Ricky Pearsall. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
At the 42-yard line.
Rolling back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Now on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
No!
Lead option on 1st down. He's going to keep it. He's got to gain a 6 there. Down by Caleb Ransaw.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They gain 11 on that play. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
Okay, ready?
Working inside the red zone. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders start the 2nd half with some needed points. Record there to tack on the extra points. And the Commanders make it an 11-point ball game.
Commanders 10.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Broncos returning their offense and this running back to the field. And among his touchdowns out of the backfield this season, this one is notable. On that last drive, he hit a benchmark that he's been pushing for. All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Now we see after that play, one of the Broncos having a little bit of trouble out there. They're going to head out to look at him. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Okay, this is one of those situations where they've got the lead on the scoreboard, but not the momentum on the field. This is a big third down coming up. Got to seize back a little control and find a way to cut off the comeback.
Third down, it's Mahomes. There's pressure, and he's going to be dropped. Well done by the Commanders' defense. They'll send out the punting unit. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. He takes a pop, and the ball comes out. Oh, and the kicking team's got it. And their offense still gets this one. They're taking over as the fumble skips out of bounds. The Commanders are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Airing it out to start this drive. Completed over the middle. And the Broncos corral it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
This really should be the last place and the last down you expect to fumble on. There's still 2, 3, maybe more to work with. Just take care of the ball. Go down when you're hit and set up for second down.
The Broncos back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And they haven't been shy about looking his way in the passing game, have they? You can see that so far this season, he's currently leading all running backs in receiving yards. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10.
Follow these two. 180!
Low back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's good for Broncos first down.
Gain of 19 yards. And the Broncos first down.
They give it to him again. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop it, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at him.
They get 8 on the play, and that gives them 2nd and goal from the 2.
A gain of 8 brings up 2nd and goal.
Another carry for him. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Broncos lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd.
Let's see, Kate. I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What are we going to call this other than simply splendid?
Here's Luke for the point after.
For the extra point.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos push their lead to 18.
Commanders 10.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Fielded at the 7. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run.
At their own 24-yard line.
Bronco switch.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the fourth quarter. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Another turnover, this time it's an interception. Buda Baker picks it off.
I hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Yellow. There's a water, right? Hey, yellow, go.
Looking to throw Mahomes. Completed to his running back. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal. This game right here, partner, has been a really good demonstration of why they value this guy beyond his running ability. Look at what he brings to their passing game as well.
Yeah, a tremendous boost for the offense and a tremendous nightmare for this defense.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. Far from the first time we've broken down one of his touchdowns in this game, partner, but man, they seem to get more impressive every time.
And I don't care, Kate, if they're all 1-yard plungers, if you're up over 300 yards. A 4-touchdown game will forever live among your greatest career highlights. You can go several games without even scoring one. So to get 4 in one contest, you'll never, ever forget it.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Commanders all set to regain possession. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but I'm sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down. We've set it downs from the 37. Working on 1st down. Short pass brought in. And he gets a small chunk there before he's touched down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. And they're going to throw out of the gun. Connects on the crosser. He's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From the red zone now. We've got a screen to the running back. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders putting up points in a game decided. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders make it an 18-point game. And this one's covered by the Broncos hands team. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
180! Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors. 15.
Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Trying for the deep ball. He's got it inside the 10. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos put up even more points in a win. Mike Evans with the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos grow their lead yet again. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Here's a return from the 7. He dodged the tackle. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
To throw here on 1st down. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it'll be 2nd down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Here he goes, 3rd and long. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Kicks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. Does force a 4th down. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Desperation time here. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Denver ready for another offensive possession. And I'm having a little deja vu here, partner. We have seen this before. The offense headed out with a lead in this 2nd half. Thanks in large part to the turnovers generated by their defense.
Season after season, go ahead and look at the end of the year. The teams with the best turnover margin are typically the best teams in the league, and this team's making them pay yet again.
Yellow! 180!
To the air, Mahomes. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Even the the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Yellow. Let's go on, 80. Follow these two. Follow these two.
Third and long for him here. Got a man. This is Evans. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos continue piling it on here in the fourth. Mike Evans with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Broncos continue piling on to this lead. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Returning it from the 4. Jukes away from one. And this drive will start inside the 25. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. And the last time we saw them, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
At the 17-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Landover. Commanders hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. Might be time to reach into the bag of tricks on 2nd down. 16 to go following the sack.
Come on. 60 Eagles. 6.
Here's the one back on the handoff. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. And he gets it away from his end zone. Pushing it up past the 30. And it ends up a good return for him. Up past their own 40. The Broncos and receiver Mike Evans headed back out. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this 2nd half. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10.
There's the blue lady.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook is wide open.
There's the 180. Hero 15. Come back.
They're going to pass it here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
He has this down to the 34. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Yellow. I don't need to. There's a water, right? Hey, Yellow, hey, go gun.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Hey, 57.
On 2nd and 10 now, Mahomes throwing this one back at the end zone. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. Thought he had a touchdown there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. All right, this is going to be the final play of the game.
All right. Hey, Sundowns. All right, go, Lou, lady. Attack.
Air it out on 3rd. Sends this to the end zone. And they're not stopping the destruction, partner. That is caught. Touchdown. The Broncos are running them out of the building. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
So the Broncos ride out of here with a win on the road. And yet another challenger is vanquished as they continue to carry this undefeated season in November.
And finding out it's kinda dumb. Realize I am somebody that I don't know at all. Oh God, would you tell me why I'm worn down to the bone? Even though I've only seen half of the world, I'm coming home. Hanging on to hope, I'm losing grip of time and space. Mind is running circles over something. Yeah. Please out. Ran the money up.